It's Christmas time once again, and that can only mean one thing. Another stupid video from Carborough. As much as this is an education channel, no one actually wants to learn anything on Christmas. That's a ridiculous notion. So I thought I would do the next most logical thing for a Python channel to do. Take the piss out of JavaScript. I found a website, or more I was made aware of a website, called jsisweird.com, and it has a quiz of all sorts of weird JS oddities. Now, I've been aware of JS being a bit less than normal for a while, and I have worked with it in my job a little bit, not too much thankfully. But I thought it'd be fun for a Python developer to go through these questions and just see how awful I am at this quiz. And the good thing about doing a video like this is that it's always the right time to rail on JavaScript, so even if you don't celebrate Christmas, you should be perfectly fine. If you want, feel free to go to the website and take the quiz yourself to see how many you get, and then you can laugh at me when I inevitably get them all wrong. I normally ask you to like the video if you found it helpful, but I don't think that's going to happen this time. But if you do enjoy it, then make sure to subscribe for more videos like this and more helpful ones for the Python programming language. And if you want to see these videos earlier than anyone else, then make sure to become a member using the join button below. With all that out of the way, let's see what horrors lie ahead of us. JavaScript is a great programming language, but thanks to the fact that its initial release was built in only 10 days back in 1995, coupled with the fact that JS is backward compatible, it's also a bit weird. It doesn't always behave the way you might think. In this quiz, you'll be shown 25 quirky expressions, and I'll have to guess the output. Even if you're a JS developer, most of this syntax is probably and hopefully not something you use in your everyday life. Says the website that we're going to be using today, jsisweird.com. Did tell you it was going to be a bit of a laid-back video. If you're a JS developer, then do shout at me in the comments. If you're a Python developer, feel free to shout at the JS developers in the comments. In joking, of course. No one actually take anything seriously, please. But yeah, it's 25 questions, quite appropriate really, considering it's the 25th. Should have done one every day really. But we're going to start, and as a Python developer, we're going to see how badly I do. Start true plus false. Oh, we're straight in, I guess. I think this is going to offer there just isn't really a true option. I think it's going to resolve to a string. Oh, we don't get the answers until the end. Oh no, this is a catastrophe. I'm going to guess that's not an error. I don't think that's an error in Python. Well, len and then this. I think this is actually a valid list in Python. I'm going to go as it be 1, 2, 3, 4. That seems too obvious. It might be 3. Oh, God. That's it. I'm going to go 4. I'm going to do it. 1 plus... Oh, God, here we go. So this is... I don't even know where to begin with this. So you've got two lists added together. In Python, this would concatenate the two lists together, and you'd end up with, well, a list version of this, essentially. You'd end up with a list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clearly, in JavaScript, you don't get any of that. I am going to go with this one. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one. I think it will resolve it to a string. I think I know this one. This would be false, and this isn't JavaScript's fault. Presumably, well, if JavaScript works the way I think it would, this wouldn't go correct in Python either, because 0.2 plus 0.1 in floating point binary is 0.30000 something or other. It's not quite 0.3 exactly, and that's what this operator is. So we're going to go false, unless it is true, and that's the weird thing about it. Who knows? Oh my, that's an interesting one. I don't think it's going to be multiplying that. I don't think it would use it as a decimal point, like European notation. I think it would probably either discard the first value or discard the second. I'm going to say it would discard the second, so I'm going to go with 10, I would think. Okay, so this is actually how you do Boolean checks in JavaScript, because the exclamation mark is not, and this is not. So this actually converts it to itself in Boolean. It's kind of the bool built in. This, I imagine, whoopsie daisies, would evaluate to false because it's an empty string. So not false is false. Oh, good God. I remember seeing somewhere that okay. So not again. So this is false. In theory, hopefully. This would be falsy. Not false is false. Plus false would be plus 0, which would be 0. So I'm going to go with 0. That... Oh, it is an interesting one. I would hope it would truncate that. But given where we are, I feel like I'm thinking about this too logically. Given where we are, it could resolve to 1. If it does, I'm going to be very unhappy. I'm going to say 0, and that... Why would it be here if it would be 0? Why would it be here if it would be 0? I'm going to go 1. True equals true. I believe that would be... Oh, here we go. Would it... See, this is the difference in the double equals and triple equals. And it's also slightly problematic because I don't fully understand the difference. I know a triple equals checks the actual value. A double equals maybe is like an is in Python. I think that would be true. I think it would be really weird. Oh, what is this? So 7, 5, or 3. It would treat these as strings, I think. Because it starts with a 0, it would do implicit conversion to a string. Maybe. Or would it treat this as binary? It might treat this as binary. In which case that would be 0. Oh, well, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. I'm going to go not a number, I think maybe it would do for that. I don't think it would do 7. I'm going to go not a number. Okay, this is just unfair now. So we're doing falsy minus false. So false plus false would be 0. So I'm going to go 0. Null plus 0. Null is a construct. I don't know if it would resolve it as a string or not, really. So I don't think it's going to be this one. It might just resolve it to 0. It might try and convert this to a number and it would do it to 0 because it's not a number. I think it'd be 0. 0 divided... I know this one, it's infinity. Which is actually it's not technically incorrect. It depends who you ask, really. Python will do a 0 division error. I know for a fact. Oh, I know for a fact that 1 divided by 0 is infinity. I don't know about 0 divided by 0. Does that work differently? Well, we'll find out, I guess. 1 divided by 0, good grief. 1 divided by 0 is greater. It's a 10 to the power of 1,000. Well, this is infinity. And this, it doesn't really matter what it is. So, in theory, it should be true, but I have a feeling it's going to come up false. I'm going to say true. True plus plus, that would be 2. Because the plus plus will add 1 to it. Python doesn't have that construct. And I really wish it did. I'm surprised there's a pet for it. But it's essentially saying true plus equals 1. In Python, that would actually work. Because Booleans have a base of an int. So that would work in Python too. That would be a -1. I think that would be -1 because it would do false and it will convert that to a 0 to then be subtracted by 1. So I think it'd be -1. Now, we're in this position again. We're trying to work out whether this will do what we expect it to do. Null minus 0 would be probably 0 plus 0. I think it'd be this. So I think it would convert. I think it would convert this to an int to be subtracted by this, and then convert this to a string to be added to by this. So I think it would be the string 2 zeros. True plus true minus this is the same thing again. So this would. I think this truthy would evaluate to 1. Minus 0 would be 1. Don't know why I thought so hard about that. So 1 plus 1 is 2. I'm going to get these all wrong, I think. Not 5 plus not 5. That's surely got to be not a number. If it's not any of these. Well, actually, no. Not 5 plus not 5 would be 0 because it'd be false plus false. Which would be 0. I've seen this before. I don't know what the answer is. Oh no. This has gone very wrong now. Isn't it like something like this? I'm sure I've seen this before. It's not that, and it's not a number, so it's one of these two. One of either empty brackets or empty quotes. I feel like I've seen it. I'm going to go with this because I feel like I've seen that before. 1 plus 2 plus 3. I think it would convert everything to a string to be concatenated. So I'll do 1, 2, 3. Type of not a number. I have a feeling it's going to say it's a number because it's presumably a subclass of the number supertype. Because JS and, well, technically Python, but you see a lot less. JS has a number type, and I think that works similarly to Python's number in the fact that all numbers, no matter what their type, including not a numbers, are derivatives of it. Python doesn't have a not a number construct. It comes from NumPy. What does it? Does math have one? Math might have one, actually. I don't know. I think it's going to say it's a number. Undefined plus false. I imagine that would be not a number, surely. In before it's bloody 0. I'm going to go not a number for that one. And then, hang on, I need to cough. I got so far in the video without doing that. It's Christmas. Of course I have a bit of a cold. I'm feeling a bit better than I was, well, yesterday even, mercifully. Empty quotes, that's an and. Minus 0. Minus 0 just resolved to 0, one would hope. So this would be a false, this would be false, this would be false, unless that means it's true. False and false is false, surely. It's going to say it's true, isn't it? Oh, what is this? I give up. That's my answer, I give up. Alright, we're gonna try and figure this out, because this is a combination of all sorts of different questions. Let's figure this out one thing at a time. Not a number. So, not a number. Plus, so positive not a number would just be not a number, I think. I think that would just resolve like that. Okay, so not a number multiplied by false, and then that, and then, oh god. So that's a truthy list with a falsy thing. False minus true would be -1. I think it would be 0. Because I think it would, so this would resolve to nan, or not number, this would resolve to true. Multiplying them together, it resolved them into numbers 0 and 1. I think it'd be 0. I got 12! Oh, I didn't quite get half of them. I got 1 off half of them. Okay. Oh, the first one I got wrong. Oh, it converts them to numbers. Oh, it converts them to numbers. Oh, it converts it. All right, okay. I probably would have got that if that was later on, because I sort of hopefully worked out that's happening. It was 3. It just treats them like a string. But sorry, with 3 empty slots. The last comma is a trailing comma. Also, the 2 Boolean values type coerced into numeric counterparts. Yeah, this one makes sense now. This is probably the easy one. I don't like this example here. So that plus that. Oh, that's what turns into that. Oh, I've seen, this might be what I've seen. And that, oh, good God. There's a lot happening here. This one I got right. I actually sort of guessed that. Trailing comma doesn't change. This is an extremely simplified answer that arrays are converted to strings and are then concatenated. Yeah, that's what I thought might have been happening. Weirdly, the trailing comma doesn't do anything, but an empty list does. Oh my word. You could do this, which is the Python equivalent of what this would have done. Yeah, I got this. Yeah, this is what it does. Yeah, this is just standard dilemma comparing floating point values. That's not really a JS's weird thing. That's technically JS doing its job properly, given the rules of numeric computations. Oh, I got it wrong. Oh, it was the other one. I knew it was one of them. Comma operator simply returns the value of the last operand. It's the last one, not the first one. I was right, I just got the wrong way around. Yeah. You can add 2 exclamations before any value to get its corresponding Boolean primitive. Technical term for this is double not. Conversion is truthiness or false. Yeah, that's a standard thing in JavaScript. Almost said Java then. It's just wrong. Arrays are truth always truthy. Well, that's a lot of things I got wrong. Because I assumed empty arrays of... That's my Python brain kicking in. Empty arrays are falsy in Python. Double not or return true, and then +1 is 1. Okay, fine. I got this wrong. You answered 1, output is 5. Really? This is genuinely... What? What is this? What is this mess? Oh no, hang on a second. The parsing function converts it argument to a string if it isn't one, and then a number. It's converted to a string. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh no. That might be the stupidest thing I've ever seen. First character from that string. Come on, man. That is ludicrous. That is properly ludicrous. True equals true. Oh, it's false. It is false. According to... Oh, that says not a number. Both of the values should be converted to numbers when compared. Yes, that's not a number. Okay, fine. That's wrong. You answered no. The output is 5. It's treated as an octal. I was thinking maybe this was treated as an octal. I don't know why I didn't think the same about this one. The value is based in base 8. Sure. You can go all out with the octal numbers. Wait, so if you do that, even in binary, it converts it to an octal. Oh, for goodness sake. Number of leading zeros doesn't matter. How incredible. Oh, I got this right. Two empty strings are both converted to 0. 0 minus 0, 0. The expression might become clearer if I write it like this. That has not become any clearer. That's, if anything, that's become worse. If it's a space between minus sign and the empty sign, attempt to confuse you, the space between minus sign themselves is important. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, that's really good. Next door's having a go. That's awesome. Null plus 0. Yeah, I got it right. Yeah, it converts it to a number. Which means that while... That's amazing. It's infinity. It's not a number. There's no meaningful numerical answer to the equation 0 divided by 0. I got caught out. Oh, divided by 0 is infinity. No, it's only non-zero divided by 0. Okay, got it. Answer false. Correct. Oh, I answered true. The correct answer is false. Fantastically. JavaScript treats both of these values as infinite, and infinity is equal to infinity. Does it treat this as infinity? Is this too big? This might be too big for it to process. I didn't really think about that. I'm used to Python just being able to deal with it. Fantastic. I suppose this is more common though, because Python is the weird one in that sense. You answer 2, the output is a syntax error. There is something errors. I'm actually kind of glad about that. First and only syntax error. A lot of questions over that some users are fine syntax so bizarre it cannot possibly be allowed. So I went with the opposite. I thought everything must be allowed. Some global functions won't throw syntax errors, by the way. Oh, this is incredible. Okay, fair enough. That's also valid syntax, incredible. Yeah, I got it right. So yeah, this converts to a number. We've seen that one before. That's the same logic as before. This gets converted to a none, and then none plus none is none. Gets converted up at NaN. You must have said JS so bananas that it would convert the string literal true into a numeric representation, the Boolean true. That might be what I did. It's not quite that bananas though. Mercifully. Yeah, it just converts it to not a number. Yeah, this is a not and a not. I feel like that was pretty easy. It was this! I knew I'd seen this. This question is so tightly... It's question 3 again. Extremely simplified answer is that JavaScript converts the arrays to strings. Ah. Yeah, it converts everything to strings if it can. It's very strange. Oh, no way. Come on. Order from left to right. I thought because this was a string, it would look at the whole thing and say, right, this is a string, so these two also need to be strings. No, it just does, this is an int and then this is a string. Ah. Yeah, not a number is a number. Oh, the Xmas script language specification is a IEEE not a number value. See, strange, but a common computer science principle. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I think what I was explaining with the Python thing, if Python had not numbers, it would probably do the same thing. Object of function, disagrees with the triple equals. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, so triple equals might be in his? I don't know. This one, oh, got that right. Well, false can be converted to a number, undefined cannot. Yeah, I figured as such. Find is represented by false. Means you can add undefined to false like so. Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, whatever. Output is just... Oh. Chances they've only ever used the logical AND operator in if statements. When it's used by itself, it actually returns the value of one of the operands. I guess... Then wait, if the first expression is true, then it returns the second. Otherwise, it returns the first. An empty string is falsy, hence it returns the first operand. What? That's like the opposite to how it works in Python. So I was... Oh, okay. Yeah, I should really have seen. This is like Python... But if I followed my Python instincts, I would have got it wrong as well. So... Amazing. I got this one right! Yes! Actually figured it out. The finally combines some of the bizarre syntax I've covered in this quiz. I've explained all this behavior already in the explanations above, except for the multiplication operator, which will coerce the empty string into its numeric equivalent. Well, I did not think that converted to a string. Oh yeah, 0, 0, add it all together, 0 times 0. Yeah. Well, I worked it out wrong, but I got the right answer. So I'm counting it. I got it right. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I'm glad we spent this Christmas doing absolutely no learning whatsoever. Well, we have learned a bit. It's a good lesson to us all that sometimes having fun allows us to learn things. And then we've learned that as well. So we've actually learned so much. Yeah, this is just a stupid little thing that I thought would be funny, really. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what scores you got, as I said in the intro. Let me know if you are a JS developer. Let me know if you have done any of these weird things in real life, so we know to never contact you for freelance work. For those of you that do celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas to you all. For those that don't, hope you're having a good time no matter what you celebrate. If you celebrate nothing at all, hope you're just having a good day, really. I'll see you in the new year. Next year will be a slightly different video schedule as well, because there'll be a special video on New Year's Day, hopefully. Haven't recorded that yet, and time is starting to run out. So we'll see if it comes to that. But yeah, I'll see you next time for whatever we do next.